So the last 2 days were very sunny and looked very nice. So I wanted to come outside and like make a video about something outside while it looked nice. But I couldn't figure out what to make a video about. And now there's like a hurricane warning in Georgia and it's all cloudy. But I still want to make the video outside now that I actually know what I want to talk about, what I want to yap about. I'm gonna let the car pass. It might be a few cars that pass. I'm on the front porch, so it might be a few cars that pass. But maybe not. It's not a super busy neighborhood. Car speaking. Car wise. I don't know how you say it. Right. But I just saw a video. I didn't watch the video. I just saw the title of the video. Well, how do I start this off? There have been a couple of videos going around. There was like rating rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like, this rapper is A tier, this rapper is tier 1, you know what I'm saying? This rapper is C tier, this rapper is tier 3. And so the video I just watched was like the best rapper. This is not a blanket. This is the best rapper. This is a poncho. The best rapper for each subject. And on the thumbnail for Discography, he had Kanye West. And that just got me thinking, because Kanye West best discography total. Are we talking totality? I don't know if I agree with that. And then that just got my brain working, right? Because it's like, it made me think of influence. Because Kanye West is one of the most influential rappers of all time. You can't take that away from him. But it had me thinking about other conversations I've watched other people have about the most influential rapper. So this will be a conversation about discographies and influence, right? Because cut to the chase. For me, the most influential rapper is Lil Wayne. Kanye West is up there. There are other ones who are up there, and it probably isn't Lil Wayne. Like, if we want to be technical about it, the most influential rapper is what's this man's name? I'm forgetting the man's name, but it's a very old rapper. Historians know his name, but he was like rapping around the time of Wu-Tang and them. He was like he's the one that inspired the rapper that's responsible for how rap is rapped today, and not the hippity hop, a hip hop. The Raekwon, not Raekwon the chef. It's not Raekwon, but it starts with an R. It's not Raekwon, but it starts with an R. Rakim. I'm glad I got it. It's Rakim. Rakim is probably the most influential rapper of all time, because after Rakim, every rapper raps like in the way that kind of Rakim raps, right? I've heard multiple people say that, and that's probably true. I was not even born yet when Rakim was like at his peak, I guess. Or if I was born, I was like an infant. You know, I was born in '96. So I don't have the ability to take that away from him. Rakim might be the most influential rapper of all time, but to me, in my time, it's Lil Wayne. Kanye West is close, and some people want to say Drake is close, maybe, but Drake is just a product of the other two, Kanye West and Lil Wayne. So anything you want to give to Drake, and which is why I don't want to take away from Rakim, because like even with Lil Wayne, with my argument, right, some of the stuff I'm gonna say about Lil Wayne you can get from other rappers that came before him, but to me, it's Lil Wayne that made everybody else want to do it, which is why I'm saying it's Lil Wayne. Kanye West is influential in his words, yes. But Kanye West didn't have a lot of rappers that were trying to be Kanye West. Did he make it easy for you to be a rapper and be yourself, not be like a street dude? Yes, he made it that, but you could say LL Cool J kind of did that too. But they're getting popularity thing, right? But Kanye West is more influential in his words and that everybody wants to hear what he says. But every rapper post Lil Wayne in some way, shape, or form was just trying to be Lil Wayne. Like 90% of rappers, even if they don't really know it, because they're following their favorite rapper who came after Lil Wayne, that favorite rapper was Lil Wayne. That favorite rapper's favorite rapper was Lil Wayne. Just like Jay-Z's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Like, if they came after Lil Wayne and they inspired you, they probably got it from Lil Wayne. Right? Because, like, we get Future. I don't want to say that, you know what I'm saying? That sounds like stupid, because we get Future because of Outkast, right? Dungeon Family. But the aesthetic of Future is kind of Lil Wayne. Young Thug, the aesthetic of Young Thug is kind of Lil Wayne, if you see what I'm trying to say. Not just the dreads, but in their whole kind of demeanor was Lil Wayne. How they move around women. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they try and be rock stars. Like Lil Wayne made being a rap star a rock star. Like Lil Wayne did that. So now that all the rappers want to be rockers, even if they weren't, like even if Wayne wasn't super into heavy metal, like he was into rock, and like Wayne wasn't trying to make heavy metal rap. But Wayne is the reason that Wayne is realistically the reason that rock and rap are being so blended now. Were there other rappers trying to do that? Yeah, Jay-Z and Linkin Park doing the little Collision Course album, stuff like that, right? But like, I bet most people my age and younger, but from my age to like the age of like, I'm 29, so from like 29 to like maybe 21, maybe if they were really tuned in, 20, your first rock rap was probably the Lil Wayne album where he was with Prom Queen and all that stuff, right? Like before that, you don't really have, and then you got Jay-Z Collision Course with Linkin Park. But Lil Wayne was the one trying to, I mean, I don't know how music is made. I wasn't there. But it seemed like they at least presented it like Lil Wayne was the one trying to make the rock rap, not just a rapper being invited to do some songs with a rock, right? So for me, that's one of his influences, how everybody's trying to be a rocker. The dreads being popular, right? Were there rappers with dreads before Lil Wayne? Yes, there were. Of course there were. But in my memory, a lot of the rappers wanted the low cut and the waves. They were wearing the do-rags. They wanted the hats. It isn't until after Lil Wayne that so many rappers want dreads and have their dreads. That's not till after Lil Wayne and dye their dreads. That's Lil Wayne, right? To me. I'm open to being wrong about everything I'm saying, but this is just to me. This is what I've seen in my life, in my walk, in my journey. The dreads, the tattoos everywhere. Were there rappers with tattoos? Yes. Were there some rappers with tattoos everywhere? Yes. But it didn't become as popular. You see what I'm saying? That's where the influence comes in. Like, were there the dropping of the mixtapes all the time? 50 Cent did that first. I feel like 50 Cent made it popular in New York. And Lil Wayne admitted he was trying to do it like 50 Cent. But Lil Wayne made it cool to everyone outside of New York, right? And maybe I'm wrong about that because that happened when I was like a child. But I see so much of Lil Wayne when I see the aesthetics in rappers. Like, shit, Young Thug was trying to call his album Barter. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, like, as a rapper, as a lover of music, 3 of the first songs I learned word for word were either a Lil Wayne song or had a Lil Wayne verse in it. For the longest, Lil Wayne was up there with Outkast as my favorites. Like, Outkast has always been the ones. And I think their influence gets downplayed a lot. I think it gets downplayed a lot. I think Outkast is more influential than Kanye West, low-key. But we don't want to give them that because of whatever reason. They're not always in the public eye, I guess. Lil Wayne and Kanye West are always in the public eye. But we don't think about Rakim. We don't think about Outkast because they're not always in the public eye. But I would say Outkast is probably just as influential as Lil Wayne with all the eclectic stuff of Andre 3000. And shoot, just how much everybody wanted to be as dope as them musically. Like, Young Thug loved Lil Wayne's music, right? Future loved Lil Wayne's music, and he's a product of Dungeon Family. Outkast is not Dungeon Family, but Dungeon Family is not Outkast, but Outkast is Dungeon Family, right? So Future is from that tree. Future's from the family tree of Outkast. Even like a Kendrick Lamar, I don't want to say this for sure. Just as someone who is a big fan of Kendrick Lamar for over a decade, 2 of his biggest non-West Coast influences, his probably 2 biggest non-West Coast influences are Lil Wayne and Outkast. You know what I'm saying? That's a Kendrick Lamar product. And does Kendrick Lamar respect and also like Kanye West? Yes. But I would say in his music, Kendrick Lamar respects and admires and is inspired by more Outkast and Lil Wayne than a Kanye West. He just recognizes Kanye West as a goat. As the goat he is. Everyone just wants to recognize Kanye West as the goat he is, and are so ready to see what he's gonna say next. That Kanye West, the entertainer, is like influential, not Kanye West the rapper. Kanye West the rapper gave us Drake, right? But then Drake took what Kanye West did and then exploded it, right? Like, well, I don't know. I feel like Drake took what Kanye West did and just exploded it. He made it being your regular schmegular guy. I don't want to say cornball. That's disrespectful to both of them, even though Drake is a bit of a cornball. But like the regular guy, like both of them made it be like, it's not like I'm watching a guy spend all his riches on women, alcohol, and weed and flaunting it in my face. I'm watching a guy, even if that's kind of what they both did in their raps, that is what they both did in their raps. The aesthetic of both of them and some of their non-flaunty raps were just everyday shit. And shit, you could say that about regular rappers. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really feel like, to me, it's Lil Wayne. If we're talking about who inspired rappers to go rap, who inspired the look of the rappers, who inspired the whole aesthetic of what rap is today, I think Lil Wayne did more inspiring of what rap, good or bad, because is rap in a good place today? Some people say yes, some people say no. But the whole aesthetic of rap today, I feel like, is more of a Lil Wayne product than a Kanye West product. I feel like it's more of a Lil Wayne and Outkast product than a Kanye West product. I think the way people approach the business of rap, I think how people approach the art of collaboration might be a Kanye West product. But the whole aesthetic of rap, and maybe the way some people go about doing their shit, flooding the market, how eclectic they are, I feel like that's more Lil Wayne than Kanye West. So I saw that video. It said discography, right? But it sent my mind down inspiration. But I also want to talk about the discography because, like, do we really herald Kanye West's discography that high? Well, we should herald it that high. Kanye West has multiple classics in his discography. Let me not get over the top with it. I don't want to be over the top with it. Because sometimes I can do that in my passion, because I really like Kanye West's discography. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, to me, is one of the best albums of all time. He calls it his magnum opus, and most people want to keep talking about the Graduation trilogy and shit like Donda. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and shit like Yeezus. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, to me, is Kanye West's best album. His best one. It's better than the Graduation trilogy. It's better than Yeezus. It's definitely better than Donda. Not only that, once you get to Donda, if like give or take Donda, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into opinions about the albums specifically. Maybe y'all can hear I think that's a jet, but maybe y'all can hear the thunder in the clouds too. Like I said, hurricane warning. I'm gonna wait till the jet passes. I just really wanted to do a video outside. I was trying to do one in the past 2 days where it was nicer, sunnier, and calmer. But I still want to do one outside. Yeah, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I think that's his best album. But if we're talking about discographies, what makes the best discography, right? Is it no misses? Because Kanye West definitely has a few misses in his discography. Is it the percentage of how much you drop compared to your misses? Because Kanye West has more hits than misses, especially with his albums, right? But I feel like there are people who have to me, so like Kendrick Lamar and Outkast to me have better discographies than Kanye West. I gotta go look at Jay-Z's, but just off the top of my head, Kendrick Lamar, to me, I know a lot of people don't like Kendrick, don't like to be I don't know, it's not even preachy. I don't know what people's problem is with Kendrick Lamar's music. It's too educated. I don't know, because now that he's beating Drake, everyone loves the man's music. Which, cool for him. But to me, it's like the same thing that he was doing to Drake in the beef is littered all throughout his albums. Like the fact that how lyrical he is, how calculated he is, the fact that it's a fucking that he made Not Like Us a hit. Kendrick Lamar has so many hits. He's been doing this so long. I'm not gonna go on a rant about Kendrick Lamar. His discography to me is better. There isn't a miss. Some people want to say there's one or two because maybe you didn't like To Pimp a Butterfly, maybe you didn't like Damn, maybe you didn't like Mr. Morale, but you don't not like all three. You only don't like one of them. I promise you that. You only don't like one of them. You don't not like all three. And those are the three that are probably the most hated. Everything else, if you listen to, you like the rest of it. You like the rest of it if you listen to Kendrick Lamar. For real, come on. If you heard all of To Pimp a Butterfly and you don't like that one, you either gave up on Kendrick Lamar or that's the only one you don't like. For me, Outkast has no misses. All of their albums are hits, but they only got 4 as a group. It's or 5. Actually, they got 5. Come on, man. Let's give Outkast has the best discography. How many albums do you need from Southern Playalistic to AT Aliens to Aquemini to Stankonia? Even if you don't like Idlewild, there are multiple hits on hits. Idlewild is really good. I don't think Idlewild is a miss. If you want to consider Idlewild a miss, more power to you. It's Southern Playalistic, Stankonia, Aquemini, AT Aliens. I feel like I'm missing one, and then I feel like I'm missing one, and then the Idlewild, the musical soundtrack. If you don't like the musical soundtrack, there's 4 to 5 albums that are certified hits. I don't care what you gotta say, certified hits. Stankonia has the Love Below and Speaker Box, and nobody asked for this. We should give Big Boy more credit. Speaker Box is definitely better than the Love Below. I get why everyone likes the Love Below. Speaker Box is better than the Love Below. And Big Boy got the best of Andre a lot of times in the songs. Like, there are a lot of songs where Big Boy is the better performer on that song. But I love Andre too. I do. But I like them both. They were a package deal. It's Outkast, they're a group. There is no one without the other. So let's give Big Boy more credit. Please. If you're gonna put Andre 3000 in your top whatever, you need to have Big Boy, if not in the same slot, somewhere around. They're the same caliber of rapper. They're the same caliber, same tier of rapper. And a lot of the times when they were on the same track, not a lot, because they made a lot of songs. A lot of the times, Dre got the better of Big Boy. A lot of the times, Big Boy got the better of Dre. They're a duo. They're 2 as 1. They're 1. You need to have Outkast. If you have Dre as your first or second rapper, you need to have Outkast as your first or second rapper. That's how that works. That's how that should work. But I think Kendrick Lamar and I think Outkast both have better discographies than Kanye West. I think especially since Donda. Come on now, them Ty Dolla $ign albums. Come on, man. Pablo was cool. Pablo was not a great album. Pablo was cool. Pablo is not a great album. Yeezus is. I can't even say Yeezus is not great because it is an influential album. Yeezus is not great, man. It's not. But a lot of people took what he did and wanted to do it themselves. I think a lot of people did it better. What else am I missing? Yeezus. 808s and Heartbreak is good. Kanye West has a really good discography. I don't want to sit here and disrespect his discography because the College trilogy is hard. Even though the first one kind of gets overhyped, or one of the first 2 get overhyped, but the whole thing is hard, especially when you get to Graduation. Graduation to me is the best of the 3. Yeezus is okay. Pablo is okay. Donda's okay. And I don't want to sound like I'm not a fan. I went to one of the listening parties to Donda, and I don't want to. And I appreciated what I heard. And when I listened to the album, I appreciated a lot of what I heard. But I don't know. Donda's just not for me. But what do you think? Who are your most influential rappers of all time, and who has the best discography of all time? Let me know. Am I wrong? Do you hate on what I have to say? I don't know. Leave your hate in the comments. But I'm out of here. I don't know how much longer I got. Peace. I just want to make a video outside, like I said.